Holy shit, China recently started doing it, so it's not a joke. Will the Fed do the same? Most likely not. And everyone was taken aback by Robert Kiyosaki. Greetings, lovely individuals. Welcome to Peepo Coin Channel. I am aware of your excitement. I am certain that you have noted in your notebook or on your calendar that today is Fed Day, also known as Fed Decision Day. Naturally, I am merely kidding, but it will be fascinating to watch what the Fed does. We'll discuss how it will impact the cryptocurrency market and how it will impact XRP and Bitcoin, which are already experiencing some effects. We will discuss that. We'll do some technical analysis and price projection for XRP. You know, all I ask is that you smile at me so that I can radiate those positive feelings. Smash the like button, Smishity. What do you know? I'm going to change things up a bit. Start with the news, then move on to the technical analysis, several commenters have said. Thus, I prefer to vary things a bit. That's how I occasionally mix things up, you know. Thus, we will begin with the news before moving on to the technical analysis. To really feel Avi, not Ari, not Aviv, not Levi, be sure to watch through to the very finish. Well, let's get started. Therefore, if we look at this, we can see that the markets have been moving, depending on the trade discussions between the United States and China, which promise a pause in hostilities rather than an agreement. Correct. Thus, we witnessed a slight increase in the markets last night. It follows the announcement that Secretary Besson will meet with his Chinese colleague to begin a discussion. It doesn't imply that there will be. There will be a deal soon. We said, we have a big announcement to make, not about trade, but something else, to those who were watching Trump's announcement. Didn't explain what it was about at first. It will be a genuinely revolutionary and beneficial development for this nation and its citizens. That has nothing to do with trade, but we're not sure what it will be. With the Middle East, I believe that's something to do. So, we'll see how that turns out. What will it deliver exactly? Videos of significant announcements and earth-shattering have already started to appear. Consequently, XRP will not be impacted. Crypto won't likely be impacted by it. And the president says it has nothing to do with the trade. Let's see. However, it's interesting, isn't it? I adore that word. Fascinatingly, do you recall how terrified we were of the stock market and cryptocurrency only a few weeks ago? The stock market, in particular. Do you know where it is right now? Thus, the cryptocurrency market recently experienced an intriguing circumstance. It was a fascinating time for the stock market as it recovered. I take it that it has now returned to 58? It was at 4, and now it is at 58. Therefore, this is a bizarre situation in which we were quite afraid. And now, greed has returned to the stock market. We always discuss how the wheel turns, don't we? We have returned to our greed after a period of intense terror. Isn't this merely a reminder? Make a mental note of it. How this scenario transpired should be considered the next time we are extremely afraid. I'm not sure how long it will take for us to return to a state of intense fear. It might take some time, but it might occur tomorrow. Most likely not tomorrow. Put that in your memory bank and recall how you felt and what you were doing when we were in a state of severe panic, unless the Fed says anything outrageous. As I mentioned earlier, I was buying the dip, and, in retrospect, it was a wise move, but perhaps it will dip again in the future. For this reason, I left a small amount and didn't fully commit to my purchase. It's fine outside. Since there are always opportunities, I don't fear missing them. The stock market is full with opportunity. In the cryptocurrency market, there are always opportunities. Not financial advice once more. Always conduct your own research before making an investment. I simply made the decision to do that. And I'm doing just that. Since I don't know your circumstances or the level of risk you can tolerate, I will never advise you to purchase, sell, and hold. All right. Due to greed, we are also witnessing the cryptocurrency market return to 67. I would like to show you the values, but I mentioned that we should wait for them. At the moment, we are using Bitcoin and XRP. Let's go on to the news a bit more. You should hit the like button if you haven't already. It's time to do it now. Additionally, ring the bell and subscribe to the channel to receive updates whenever a new video is released. You can join the bad gang or the notification nation. Now do it. Many of you are viewing without subscribing. This is your opportunity to do so. Additionally, keep in mind that I will never message you on social media to ask you to send me money or join up for anything. They are con artists. Out there, please exercise extreme caution. Fresh. With blockchain rewards to improve the fan experience, Coinbase is now Riot Games' exclusive cryptocurrency partner for global League of Legends and Valorant esports tournaments. With e-games, this is one of the areas where I believe cryptocurrency will have a significant impact in the upcoming years. Simply consider it. I was with my children listening to a podcast about cybersecurity, but it's, kid-friendly. There are 4 children who appear to be either police officers or interstellar travelers. I'm not sure. They are heroes, not police. They get called to a country when I call them. And I apologize. To a world where some youngsters played a game and then received a URL that suggested they could obtain free goods in the game. They wanted to get free stuff, but they fell victim to phishing and lost all of their money. On top of that, you should always go to the original source before clicking on any links that are suspect or that don't appear suspicious but are from accounts you don't know or that might have been compromised. In any case, they were discussing how they purchase stuff in the game. Additionally, when you purchase something in a game, it usually appears immediately after the purchase. Additionally, I see my children play. My eldest is a Brawl Stars player. Occasionally, they will ask if they can get $5 to purchase anything. Okay, he has his own money, I said. I purchase it for him, so I simply utilize it. And it's all right. He doesn't get to retain it, but it's not a lot of money once every few months. It isn't physically his. Transferring to another account is not possible. Well, you can accomplish that using the blockchain. Naturally, this will only apply to the current generation of gamers as well as those from the past. In 10, 20, or 30 years, this will be quite significant. Our children will continue to play video games as they become older, and cryptocurrency will play a big role in this industry. Therefore, it will be fascinating to observe how this plays out and how much integration we actually witness. It is similar to the ideal union of cryptocurrency and gaming. The most significant announcement from China is that it will reduce bank reserves by 50 points and decrease rates by 10 points. Let's get started. And the FOMC meeting minutes meeting is about to happen, isn't it? The money printer is being turned on in China. The POBC declared a 0.5% reduction in the bank reserves requirement. This will result in an additional liquidity release of $139 billion. In order to significantly ease credit conditions, the central bank also lowers the main policy rate by 0.1%. This additional liquidity is probably going to go into safe haven assets given the more uncertain macro environment. Prepare yourselves, because that's both digital and physical gold. And this is how we want our portfolios to seem, if you look at it correctly. However, that is never the case in practice.